Hey y'all, I recently finished this book, Mindset, by Dr. Carol Dweck. Now, the mindset concept, it has been around for a long time. I heard about it more than a decade ago. It is something that actually really did start me on my journey, even if it wasn't the first time I heard it. It got in my brain that I could learn, right? That I could figure things out and I could move forwards. And I've used that concept to my advantage in my professional life, especially over the years. I have certainly, when we were talking about this, I was talking about this with a group in a book club, and I really sort of brought up this idea that I'm very growth mindset in my work. In my personal life, I have a lot more instances where I have a fixed mindset, where if something doesn't go my way, I'm like, oh, I'm a failure, or oh, I didn't do it right, or oh, it means I'm bad. And it's that voice I hear from my childhood and the trauma that I suffered and the abuse that I suffered that told me I wasn't smart like my sisters, that told me I wasn't pretty like my friends, that told me I wasn't accomplished, that I wasn't good at this subject, that I wasn't good at that subject, that if I didn't do this within the first couple of years of being out of school, I'd never have certain things in my life, I'd never amount to anything. That is where fixed mindset is holding me back. It's definitely in my personal life. But then when you actually dig a little bit deeper, you'll start to find that your fixed mindset is everywhere in really tiny things sometimes. And your growth mindset might be so for me, in my work life, I have fixed mindset things that I hadn't really thought about as being fixed mindset. And then in my personal life, there are definitely things that I do that are growth mindset. Now, the goal is to become as growth mindset as you can, because all of the data, all of the research on this, the more of a growth mindset you can have, the better your life is going to be. The more accomplished, the more happy, the more personally fulfilled you're going to be. You're going to take more opportunities. You're going to just do more. You're going to learn more, and you're going to feel good about that. It's a lot. And when I first started to read this book, I was hesitant. I was like, well, I already know about it. I've actively implemented this into my life over the past 10, 15 years since I first heard about it. Why do I need to read the book? But by reading the book, it re-emphasized some of the messages. I may do a longer video on this, but if you have not talked about mindset, if you haven't studied mindset, look it up on YouTube. There's a couple of TED Talks out there. Have fun. See you on the next one.